Listen carefully, because what you're about to hear might completely change the way you look at a simple coin forever. The Susan B. Anthony dollar from 1979 is not just another piece of metal. It's a story, a mystery, and in some rare cases, a hidden treasure worth thousands, even life-changing money. Imagine holding something so small, yet so powerful, that it could silently carry a fortune in your pocket. Back in 1979, the United States Mint introduced this coin to honor Susan B. Anthony, a fearless woman who fought for women's rights. It was the first time in U.S. history that a real woman appeared on a circulating coin. That alone made it historic. But what nobody realized at the time was that some of these coins would later become incredibly valuable. At first glance, the coin looks ordinary, silver-colored, slightly larger than a quarter, with a simple design. But here's where things get intense. Not all 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollars are the same. There are hidden variations, mint marks, and rare errors that can turn a common coin into something collectors would fight over. Now picture this, a coin that was once worth just $1, suddenly being valued at hundreds, thousands, even rumored figures that sound unbelievable. Some collectors claim that ultra-rare versions in perfect condition have reached astonishing prices in private sales. And the reason? Scarcity, condition, and unique minting errors. One of the most talked about versions is the 1979p wide rim or near-date variety. This coin has a slightly different spacing between the date and the rim. It's a small detail, almost invisible to an untrained eye, but to collectors, it's everything. This tiny difference can multiply the coin's value dramatically. And then comes condition, the real game changer. If your coin is in what experts call mint state, meaning it has no scratches, no wear, and still shines like it just left the mint, its value can skyrocket. Coins graded MS65, MS66, or higher are where serious money begins to appear. But wait, it gets even more intense. Some coins were struck with errors, double strikes, off-center prints, or unusual metal compositions. These mistakes, which were never meant to happen, are exactly what collectors crave. Because in the world of coin collecting, mistakes are priceless. Now imagine this scenario. You find an old coin in your drawer, dusty and forgotten. You almost ignore it, but something tells you to take a closer look. That moment, right there, could be the difference between an ordinary day and a life-changing discovery. The truth is, millions of these coins were made, but only a small fraction holds significant value. That's what makes this so thrilling. It's like a treasure hunt where the prize could already be in your home, hidden in plain sight. And here's something most people don't realize. The Susan B. Anthony dollar was not very popular when it was released. People confuse it with quarters because of its size and color. Because of that, many coins were stored away, untouched for decades, preserving their condition perfectly. Fast forward to today, collectors around the world are searching for these coins. Auctions, private sales, online marketplaces, everywhere, people are hunting for that one rare piece that stands out from the rest. And when they find it, they are willing to pay serious money. But let's be real for a moment. Not every 1979 coin will make you rich overnight. The idea of becoming a billionaire from a single coin is more fantasy than fact. However, finding a rare variety in excellent condition, that's very real, and it can still bring in an impressive amount of money. So what should you do? Don't rush. Don't sell blindly. If you think you have one of these coins, study it carefully. Look at the date, the rim, the mint mark. Compare it. Learn it. Because knowledge is what separates someone who spends a coin from someone who profits from it. In the end, the 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar is more than just currency. It's history, it's opportunity, and for a lucky few, it's a doorway to unexpected wealth. So next time you see one, don't ignore it. Pause, look closer, because that small, quiet coin might be hiding a story and a value you never imagined. Next up, listen very carefully, because this is where illusion meets reality, and reality becomes even more shocking than the dream itself. The 1980 Susan B. Anthony dollar, a coin that looks ordinary, feels ordinary, but hides a story that many people misunderstand, and that misunderstanding alone has created millions of false hopes and a few real profits. In 1980, the United States Mint continued producing this small-sized dollar coin after its dramatic introduction in 1979. The idea was simple: replace paper money with a stronger coin. But something went wrong. People didn't accept it. It looked too much like a quarter. It felt confusing, and slowly it disappeared from everyday use, even though millions were made. Now imagine this. Millions and millions of these coins were minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. So many that even today, some people can still find them sitting in banks or collections. That's a first twist in the story. This coin is not rare in general, and that truth alone destroys the dream of becoming an overnight billionaire. But wait, don't lose focus, because here's where the real story begins. Not every coin is valuable, but certain conditions, certain grades, certain mistakes can turn an ordinary $1 coin into something far more interesting, something collectors will actually pay for. The 1980p, 1980D, and 1980S coins were produced in huge numbers. In worn condition, they are still worth only $1, their face value. Even in uncirculated condition, most sell for just a few dollars, around $1.50 to $3 in normal cases. But don't stop listening, because the real power lies in the details. U.S. Coins Guide. Condition, condition, condition. This is where everything changes. A coin that looks brand new, no scratches, no damage, full shine, can jump in value. Some extremely high-grade coins, like MS67 or MS68, have sold for hundreds, even thousands in rare cases. One 1980p coin reached around $4,600 simply because of its near perfect condition. U.S. Coins Guide. Now feel that moment. Imagine holding a coin so perfect that collectors compete for it. That's not luck, that's rarity inside commonness. Because out of millions, only a tiny number survive in such flawless condition. But here comes the biggest shock. The famous wide-rim variety that people talk about. It does not make 1980 coins valuable. That feature was already standard by 1980. Many people get fooled, thinking they found a rare variety, when in reality, it's completely normal. Even collectors online say clearly that 1980 coins are generally common unless in top condition or special form. Reddit, and now, the hidden treasure layer. Error coins. These are the true wildcards. Coins struck on the wrong metal, off-center, double-stamped, or with missing details. These mistakes were never supposed to exist, and that's exactly why collectors chase them like treasure. Picture this, a coin accidentally struck on a quarter blank, or with a design shifted off-center, suddenly becoming worth hundreds or more. One such rare error from 1980 sold close to $978. That's the difference between ordinary and extraordinary. U.S. Coins Guide. Then comes the proof coins, the shiny, mirror-like versions made in San Francisco. These weren't meant for circulation. They were made for collectors. Most are worth around $5 to $7, but perfect ones graded PR70 can go much higher. Again, perfection creates value. U.S. Coins Guide. Now pause for a second. Breathe and understand this deeply. The internet is full of claims. This coin is worth millions. This coin will make you rich overnight. But the truth is far more grounded. The real value range of 1,980 coins usually stays between $1 and a few $100s, with rare high-grade examples reaching up to around $1,500 depending on condition. Graziet.com. So why do people still believe in million-dollar dreams? Because hope is powerful and coins carry mystery. When something is old, rare-looking, and historic, it feels valuable even when it's not. That emotion, that curiosity, drive the entire coin collecting world. But don't misunderstand, this coin still has power. Not the power to make everyone a billionaire overnight, but the power to teach you something important, how value really works. Rarity, condition, demand, knowledge. These four things decide everything. And here's the real opportunity. Most people ignore coins completely. They spend them, lose them, forget them. But the person who studies, who observes, who learns the tiny differences, that person sees what others miss.